Peace, especially to my subscribers. I know it's been a while. I have to address these clowns, the 13 clowns. They still exist. I'm not happy about that. We're just gonna get right to the point. To anybody who wants to defend this bum, and I call him a bum not to be disrespectful because he looks like a bum. There's no disputing that. He looks like a bum. I'm not saying it to be mean. He looks like a bum. That's for number one. Number two, he never leaves his house, just like a snake. Do a Google search on snakes. Just check the Wikipedia page and it tells you what a snake is. It is a carnivorous reptile. You know what carnivorous means? It eats meat. It eats animals. Snakes eat animals. How do you explain that, 13 groupies with your little 13 pep rallies? Snakes eat animals. Now your cult leaders trying to make you vegetarian snakes? Funny. Your little cult leader lives in someone's basement. That's obvious. So that's number three. The NAGAS, Indian girl. You are the Naga Nagini, don't deny it. Yeah, whatever. People need to research, okay, before you go jump on someone else's, you know what. The N-word does not come from the NAGA serpent, alright? The serpents don't create anything. You just have to look at the nature of this animal. It's a created animal. It doesn't have special powers, only to defend itself because it's a scared little animal. It's a cursed animal. It's a cursed race. This person who you follow claims he's the son of Ra, but in the Egyptian mythology, their cosmology, their theology, Ra was the sun god who fought the serpent in the underworld at night. Meaning, from their perspective, when the sun rose in the east, it gave them light, and then he set in the west. From their perspective in ancient Egypt, they didn't know where their god went. They only had one god. That was the sun. When he set in the west, they didn't know if he was going to return. But when he did return, that was a triumphant moment. He came back in the east. He resurrected the sun, the only sun. When he set, it was dark for them. They couldn't see anything. But when he rose, they could see clearly. Now when he set in the west, guess where he rose? From the sun's perspective, this is what Ra saw. So unless the people who claim that they are Ra have showed you this, they are imposters, they are frauds, they are wannabes. This person that you worship is an agent provocateur, and he's good at provoking people, but he's not good at hiding the fact that he is an agent. He still works for massa. That is a house Negro. That's why he's always in the house, scared. Once you don't have God's protection, now you start running to your little occult practices and your little rituals, right? Thinking any number is going to protect you. If you're not doing bad, you don't have to worry about protecting yourself from bad. So I got to do this quickly. I'm not going to spend much more time on this. They say God created man in his own image. Do we look like snakes? If God was a snake, we would look like snakes. We are not snakes. We have two legs. Snakes don't have legs. We have two arms. Snakes don't have arms. And for people who feel that, okay, you're some type of superior being now because you're a vegan, you're gonna die anyway, just like everyone else. Whether you're a vegan or not, you're gonna die just like everybody else. So save that elitist attitude. And while we're on it, I got $1,300 for somebody who can bring me that little charm on his neck. Maybe a little extra if you could bring his head attached to it. Now I'm just joking, a little Halloween joke. But if you only knew, I'm the real deal. You can hear it in my voice. You're not going to hear another voice like mine. And time will tell who I am. I know who creates tornadoes. That's when he said he's going to send a tornado at me. It's not a coincidence that the tornado stopped. Because he's not the one that creates those. He is a fraud. Do not defend this fraud. As for my subscribers, you have to put in this work, because I have a lot more to teach. I have tons, and I've made other videos speaking on a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, you want knowledge, I'll give it to you, but I'm not going to waste any more of my breath dealing with the 13 groupies. You all need to be exterminated. Get back to nature? No, get back to God. Get back to the creator of nature. You walk on the earth. You never put the earth above you. If the earth is above you, that means you're beneath the earth. That means you're buried and dead and gone. Don't come at me with death, blah, 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 blah. Nope. When you're in that box, you're not coming back. Not in that form. You're going to come back in another form, and the creator decides what form that is. Your leader claims to be a Moor. The Moors were Muslims, meaning they read the Holy Quran. Muslims believe in the Bible as well. So you have the Old Testament for the Jews, the New Testament for the Christians, and the Quran, the Last Testament, for the Muslims. That's Matrix 1, 2, and 3. You do what you want. You want to check out the Buddhist scriptures? That's cool. I've learned from that as well. You know, you learn about karma. That when you're doing good, it's not to please some mystery god in the sky. You're doing good for yourself, because everything bad that you do is going to come back to you. There would be no videos about the 13th bum had he not gone around running his mouth like he is the Messiah. He is a deceiver. The N-word doesn't come from NAGA. The Amharic word for king in Ethiopia is NEGUS. NEGUS, it means king, alright? Again, Ra, the ancient Egyptian sun god, his enemy was, his total opposite of God is the snake, the serpent. And if you do your research, it says it's a carnivorous reptile, meaning it eats everything, especially animals. And snakes will eat other snakes. Yet even on Instagram now, I'm running into people and typing in all caps, "I am a NAGA." And it's always these weirdo looking dudes from Florida. You are in the belly of the beast. This is what Ra was fighting in the West. This is the apex predator, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is the beast. And look at its arm. That's where its armed forces are. Its little army. This is who he worked for. This is who y'all follow. Can't do nothing to me. You can't do nothing to me. There's a lot that I can teach on, but I'm the real deal. Today is Halloween, and tomorrow is All Saints Day for the Catholics, and then the day after that is All Souls Day. I had my death and resurrection on All Souls Day. So when I'm telling you I have authority in this, I have authority. The whole, everything that you saw, everything you've seen, I saw it way before it happened. The biggest events that happened in the beginning of the 21st century, I saw that happen. I gave you the keys. I gave you the keys. Now there is a portal opening up between the world of the living and the dead. This place is filled with angels and demons. When you're talking to me, you are talking to the angelic being Michael, speaking into the mic, the microphone, Michael's phone. I'm not going to teach until this 13 stuff stops. So that means if you see these groupies running around acting like they're better than everybody, take notes, take all the evidence that I've put forth, okay? And if anything, you guide them to me, you send them to me, and you tell them Portal Prince said to kill yourself. There's a sucker born every minute, and you're one of them. If you really believe that this bum has any weight in the world, he's a bum with a lot of time on his hands, and if there is any truth that comes out of his mouth, he got it from someone else. And I've said it before, I am one of those people that he has taken stuff from. And there's not enough time in the day to go through all of this. It should be clear that this is a piece of crap. We don't have to dissect it to find out why it stinks so much. You just flush it down the toilet. End of story. But we'll leave that snake in the garden for the fools to be distracted and keep them away from me. Alright, because hell needs fuel for its fire. Okay? Anyone who seeks anything but God for salvation will surely be one of the losers. You are the 13 losers. And you're gonna end up just like him, living in someone's basement, moaning and complaining about the world. Feminine man. That's what females do all day. They talk all day. There's another one who claims to be Ra, the 13 signs astrology. He was talking. I saw a video of his yesterday. He was talking real gangster. He knows who I am because I've spoken on his page. I don't really have a problem with him, but he's the same thing as the other one. He's just a better liar. He'll bring a lot of truth, but then he'll say something like, "We have to put the queen on the throne." What is a queen without a king? See, if you look at chess, right? It's the pawns that are up front. The pawns are the ones who are up front, meaning they are front and center. You know what they look like, but they're pawns. The king doesn't really move in chess. He's the last one to move. The queen has a lot of power, but the queen gets the power from the king, and the king can do without the queen. The game is about getting the king. It's the man. Woman is man's counterpart. She's a suitable companion to help man and carry his babies. That's why women have breasts, to feed the babies. That's why they have vaginas. It's an entrance for the man's penis to come in and plant his seed, to fertilize her eggs. This is basic biology. Women are very similar to men, yeah, equal in a lot of ways, but she's basically a man without a penis. Well, that's what a woman is. And then when you have a woman who's out of balance, it's because deep down she knows that, and she's angry about that. It's called penis envy. So the feminist movement is to somehow equalize the scales by feminizing men. It seems to be off the topic, but it goes back to how this dude is an agent, and now there is an agenda to teach you the opposite of the truth. He wants you worshiping the mother. Yet everyone came from the father. That's basic biology. 1 + 2 = 3. Man is on the y-axis, standing up. Female is on the x-axis, lying down. When they intersect, have sex, that's how you create life. The man represents the 7, woman represents the 6. 6 is 7 minus 1. So woman is basically a man without a penis, the 1. The number 1 is an erect phallus. That's the first thing you need to create life. But you need me to explain that to you, right? You're hypnotized by this dude and his serpent eyes, and that's cool. I've had enough of this. Keep your little 13 pep rally off of my page. Do not come around here and show the world how stupid you are. Alright? You're in a parallel timeline. I'm going to leave it with this. I have a lot to teach. I have other videos that I might even release because, you know, I like to add visuals to correspond to what I'm saying so that there should be no argument. But you're in a parallel timeline. Okay? You're in 3D. You're in a 3D movie. Little do you know it. So when people are dying now, they're not dying, they're ascending or descending. Reality, every morning you come from 4D and into this 3D movie. But there's a parallel timeline. You have 5D Earth split from 3D Earth. Alright? You have a parallel self out there. You're in a timeline now where everything is an illusion. Everything is deception. Okay? You can't see me. I'm not from this dimension. I am the portal prince. I can go wherever I please. I can come to hell and visit and tell these demons why they're here. You're stuck in this dimension because you've forsaken your creator. You want to worship the mother, you want to worship the earth, then stay in the earth, because her womb is your tomb. You don't worship the mother. This is going to be part 1. I just want to get this off my chest, just get it out. There's more to come. I'm sorry for well, I'm not sorry. These 13 clowns asked for this. Happy Halloween. And I know I'm saying that sarcastically. Okay? Keep a Bible or Quran or whatever holy scriptures you have open. Pray. Okay? And make sure you keep the door closed to these demons. Alright? As for you snakes who are proud to be snakes, the snake has not created a goddamn thing in this world. Surely the devil has deceived you on that which concerns God. Now there's a lot more to come. Again, the parallel timelines. Watch this TV show called Fringe. Inception speaks about collective dreams. You're in a collective dream state right now. You're living in someone else's dream. That's why there's a black president. You know, in the beginning of your life, I know all of you were born before the year 2000. But if you check the movie The Matrix, they said that the war started sometime early in the 21st century. And it was artificial intelligence that started to turn on people. That's your computer. We're talking about higher intelligence. We're talking about different dimensions. We're talking about time travel and time travel wars. If you remember, the 2000 election was stolen, and then everything went left after that. And here we are with a black president. And if that's not the sign that you're in some alternate reality, I don't know what is. But guess what? See, you got to earn the knowledge I'm going to give to you. You got to earn that. But I'll give you a few. I'll throw you a bone. There's a lot of the events that happened in the last 12, 13 years is because God is on earth, and he's watching, and he's pissed. And that is the snake in the garden. It is not a fairy tale. It is a true story. Alright, that's it for now. Peace.